Right. So folks, what to do if there is heteroscedastic? The first approach that we are going to take is called the generalized least squares or GL. Sometimes also called weighted least squares. Why is it called weighted least squares? Suppose you think yi, yeah, and suppose you think that the variance of the error term depends upon xi square. Yeah, variance of the error term depends upon xi square. So you have where sigma 0 is some positive number. So sigma square I is sigma 0 xi square. Right? Okay, where sigma 0 is some positive number. So that you see sigma square I depends upon xi square. Now think of dividing all the values of y and x, okay, right? Or say x to the power, or say we put it like this, say x square, right? Okay, or let me make it a better thing, just to make it, say, let's put it xi square, okay? Right? It makes a little bit of a complication, but okay. So if I divide everything by xi, what will I get? I get yi upon xi, okay, is 1 upon xi alpha, right, plus beta plus ei upon xi. Right, friends? What would be the, so this is the new error term, Vi, right? So my new regression model is yi star, okay, is alpha upon xi, right, plus beta plus Vi, where this is Vi. What is the variance of Vi now? What do you think is the variance of Vi? Variance of Vi ei upon xi, which will be what? Which will be 1 upon xi square, variance of ei. But what is variance of ei? Sigma 0 xi square. This will cancel with this, and you are only left with sigma 0, right? So variance of Vi will be constant, and the regression will no longer be heteroscedastic. So what we have done is we have rescaled the data in such a way that the variance of the error term is not, the variance of the error term is not variable. The new error, so that the new error term has a constant variance, right? Okay. Now actually, this is what. If I wanted to do this regression, what will I do? So I have, if you look at this carefully, this will be yeah. So I have 1 upon xi, right? So basically my ei minus xi, ei upon xi yeah. So this square is this square, sure. So what I am really going to minimize is So if I am trying to minimize this, my idea will be to minimize this to find alpha and beta, the sum of this. But the sum of this is nothing but, this will be nothing but, this will be nothing but summation this what I will be minimizing. Because I am minimizing the square of this. Yeah? Square of this will be square of this upon the square of this. Right? This is now called weighted least squares, which is minimizing because in the usual OLS problem I am just minimizing this or just minimizing this. Now I am not minimizing summation ei square, but 1 upon x1 square into e1 square plus 1 upon x2 square into e2 square plus 1 upon x3 square into e3 square and so on. So I am now minimizing a weighted sum of ei's. The larger the xi, the lower is the weight on ei. Because the weight on ei is 1 upon xi. I am minimizing 1 upon x1 into e1 square plus 1 upon x1 square into e1 square plus 1 upon x2 square into e2 square up to 1 upon xn square plus into en square. So if the x is large, xi square is small, which will mean that ei square will get a relatively less importance in minimizing, right? Which will mean that the values of ei where the variance is large will actually get a lower weight in proportion to ones where the variance of ei is small. So values of ei with a larger variance will have a lower weight in calculating beta hat compared to the usual OLS literature, right? Okay, therefore it is also called weighted least squares. It is called WLS or weighted least squares also. Okay, right? We will talk about this in the future more in the next class. So thank you for sitting quietly. Okay? Thanks.